welcome to Life Coaching on the Move. I'm your host, Dawn Fiske, coach, trainer, podcaster, YouTuber, and guest speaker. I am so grateful that you're here today. Thank you so much for giving me your time and for listening and choosing this. I would ask, if you find it useful, interesting, or fun, please could you share it on your social media or rate and review it. Just let other people know about it, because if it helps you, it will almost certainly help others who may well need it right now. So thank you so much. Just a quick bit of admin before we launch into today's podcast, which is all about the chicken or the egg, which comes first in our life. What do we need to do first in order to move ourselves forward? The admin is www.milestone-coaching.co.uk. It's the website. So do feel free to visit the website. There's loads on there, a blog, there are Christmas vouchers. If you want to buy 2 coaching sessions at a reduced 10% off fee for yourself as a Christmas present or for a loved one, then email me. That's the best way. It isn't yet properly on the website where you can pay for it there and it comes through electronically. I can do it manually. So if you want to buy 2 coaching sessions and make a real difference to your life or somebody else's life, a loved one's life, for Christmas, ready for next year, or you can start them before Christmas if you like. They don't expire and you're in control of when and what subjects we cover, and you can be anywhere because we do it on Zoom. So email me, Dawn at milestone-coaching.co.uk. And have a look at the website for all sorts of workshops coming up, confidence and life skills workshop coming up, a stress management workshop coming up, and there's also some online programs such as time management that you can download and do in your own time. I think I'll stop talking now, because let's get on. Take action, listen to the podcast, and let's not talk or think anymore. Let's just launch straight into it. I really hope it's helpful for you today. Today, I want to start by asking a question. What has been bubbling in the background, in your mind, as something that you'd really like to do, or perhaps something that you feel you ought to do? It could be career-wise, work-wise, business, sorting something out in family situations, home, the house, something that really needs doing, that's bugging you. You know you need to attend to it, but you haven't. You're putting it off. It's nagging at you. But I guess in particular, I'm thinking more about your goals, more about something in life that you know you need to do, something that that's heavy, big, weighty, and important. But you've just not got round to doing it, or yet, or you haven't started. So my second question is, why not? What is stopping you? Now, I've been looking at this a lot lately because it's coming up with clients that I've been coaching. Seems to be a theme. So I thought I would address it on the podcast today. Because I know, and you'll all know if you follow this podcast, that I often say, be kind to yourself, and say helpful things, empowering things, encourage yourself with the right mindset. And the mindset is crucial. The mind and the body are so interlinked, and the mind is so powerful over the body. The subconscious is so profoundly powerful. The phrase that we often hear, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So depending on what you're saying in your head will often make or break whether you do that thing, that big challenge, I don't know why I always say that big parachute jump for charity, or run a marathon, or audition for something, or apply for that job, or start that diet, or whatever. It's down to what you're saying in your head. But there is a caveat to that. We can have a brilliant mindset, very positive self-talk, etc. But unless we actually then take steps, unless we actually then just jump off that diving board, we're not going to get into the swimming pool. We have to take action. Now, sometimes we need to take the action in order to get the right mindset. Sometimes, often, it's a chicken and egg thing. We may know that we need to do something. We may know that there's a big drive for it, there's a big need for it, you've got to get a job. Maybe you've been made redundant recently. Or you've got to earn some more because you've got more bills, or somebody else in the family has lost their job and you need to up your game to keep the family afloat, and things like that. You know, stuff happens, things change, demands change, and the need suddenly increases. Your mindset may not have done, but the need may. So it becomes more pressing, but not necessarily has the mindset come with you yet. So I'm turning it round on its head now, because I believe, and I've seen over and over again, both in my own life and with clients and friends, that actually there's a chicken and egg situation in that if you just get on with it, the motivation and the mindset and the right self-talk follows. So it's taking action that can be the lead. It's not always just crucial to have the mindset. It helps. Absolutely, it helps. When you listen to people who had such a firm belief in their life, they believed they wanted to be I don't know why I'm thinking, a jockey or a journalist or a doctor or whatever. If they had a very, very clear path, more often than not, with that belief and that conviction and that passion, they'll achieve it. They've got the commitment. But millions of us don't have that path set out from the age of 12, 15, 18. Many of us get to 18 and we're doing our A-levels, going to university, and we still don't know. That's topical at the moment because I've got an 18-year-old whose friends we see at times and we chat to. My 16-year-old's friends we see and chat to. Friends in the village have children of the similar age. And often when you're talking to them, what do you want to do after you've done your A-levels? I don't know, I think I want to go to uni. Oh, okay, what do you want to study? I'm not really very sure yet. Or those that are at uni, do you know what you want to do at the end? No, I'm not sure. And that's all right too. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely, millions and millions of us don't know. In their 30s, 40s. Because the great news is, in today's climate, we can have many different career changes and directions. We can detour and reroute our future and our career. And I would definitely support that. It's never too late to change direction. Absolutely, we're never too old. So it doesn't necessarily mean we have to have a direct plan, a strong plan. It doesn't necessarily mean we have to have the full conviction in our mindset. But what we do need to do is take action. And my question, therefore, is on that thing that you answered the question to at the beginning of this podcast, why haven't you done it? What has stopped you? Is it your mindset? Because that's actually normally the thing that can get in the way. And I hear this a lot. When I ask clients, what's stopping you? It can be numerous reasons, or if you want to call that something else, numerous excuses, perhaps, that they genuinely believe. It could be because so clients will give a whole host of reasons why not. Fear is a big one. And actually, that may not come through in their answer in their own mind. It may be that they say, well, I'm a procrastinator. But what's at the root of procrastination? It's fear. It may be that I haven't got enough confidence in myself. I don't believe I'm good enough, or I don't believe I'll be successful, or I don't believe I'll succeed. Or lots of other people will be doing the same thing. Maybe the market's saturated. Maybe there's no need out there. Or they'll say other things, situational excuses. We're in a pandemic at the moment. Now's not the time. We're in a recession at the moment. Now's not the time. It's all fear. It's all excuses. I haven't got the confidence. I suffer from anxiety. That's rooted. The anxiety about whether they'll succeed is about fear. I'm a perfectionist. So unless I get it all right, and unless I get it all lined up, or my ducks lined up, or whatever the phrase is, there's no point starting it. No, that's wrong too. And this is the biggest thing. This is the answer, the problem for most of us. It's overthinking. We overthink it. We talk ourselves out of it. We overthink it, so we start procrastinating. We overthink, so our confidence starts dropping. We overthink, so our anxiety kicks in. We overthink, so the fear gets a hold of us. And the point is, the longer we wait to do that, in reality, we necessarily, therefore, have less time. The longer we wait to do anything, the less time we have to do it, because time is ticking on. Our life is ticking past us. The clock is ticking in any way. So we just need to get on with it. And waiting to have the perfect plan, waiting to have everything set out and every eventuality thought through, and it all, a proper plan, strategy, and all the rest of it, that's wrong anyway, because we can have the most perfect plan, business plan, and strategize and all the rest of it. But things change. Things change all the time. Look at this year, when I did my podcast at New Year, I remember talking to you all about what were your plans for the year, what were your goals for the year, and I genuinely believed that. It's important to have a plan, important to have goals and a direction, and something that lights the fire in our belly. And I was doing veganism for January to see if I could, and doing dry January. I was setting myself targets, little goals, little personal challenges to test myself, to stretch myself, and find out about myself. And that's all good too. None of us saw 2020 panning out the way it did. None of us at New Year could have foreseen what was coming our way. This year has been an extraordinary year, and that wasn't in any of our plans. But it's happened, it's with us. All we have to do is adapt to it, adapt to this circumstance, and adapt our plan and adapt our actions. And that will happen even when the pandemic's behind us. Things, curveballs, challenges, bumps in the road will come our way. We cannot wait until the time is perfect in our minds, because there is no perfect time. We will wait and wait and wait and wait, and that becomes our excuse. And actually, that is a massive obstacle. We need to just get around that. It's not a perfect time to do anything. There never is a perfect time to do things. So we've got to ban that. You've got to stop waiting for the perfect time. Because what the real problem is, the overthinking. The phrase analysis paralysis is so true. We need to stop thinking. And although I am a firm believer of being in a good mindset, a helpful mindset, and believing in ourselves, actually what we've got to do is just jump. Just jump off that diving board and get in that cold water. Once you're in it, you're in it. I don't know if I've said this on previous podcasts. It's just reminded me that I have been taking cold baths or cold showers, because it is has been found, scientifically proven, to really, really boost your immune system. So if you don't, and it's free, it's available to all of us. It's not an elite thing or a class thing or an educational thing or anything. It's not dependent on anything. All of us can do this. Just run a small cold bath and just sit in it for a couple of minutes. Or at the end of your shower, turn the dial to freezing cold. Just blast your head or the back of your neck or whatever for a couple of minutes and boost your immune system. You feel great afterwards. It takes your breath away, but you do feel great. And it's easy and it's quick. And anything any of us can do to boost our immune system and to decrease the inflammation in our body and decrease our stress, etc., all of which have been found to benefit from this, or go cold water swimming, then we can do it. It's available. It's in our control. I've forgotten why I went on that now. But the point is, there's never a point when I'm hovering over the bath thinking, right, I need to just launch into it. There's never a point where it's perfect. I just have to I have to stop all the overthinking because I can talk myself out of it. It's never pleasant just as you're about to just drop into that cold water. But the sooner you do it, the quicker you're out. The sooner you do it, you're in it, and actually it's fine. Very quickly, very, very, very rapidly, you adjust to it. And it's nowhere near as bad as you think it's going to be. And that is so symbolic of life. We talk ourselves out of it. We picture the catastrophic ending, the failure, the difficulties, etc. It's never that bad. So we just need to just get in it. Just take action. Just take that step. So anything you're saying in your head is an excuse. You might be drawing on the past, saying, yeah, but I tried it before, I tried a business before. So just because you've tried something before doesn't mean your past will become your future as well. Learn from what you gained from the past mistakes and make the future better. So don't let the past hold you back for the future. Think about what is the cost to you in staying stuck. What is the cost to you of overthinking? What is it doing for you? What is it bringing you in your life? What are the benefits of overthinking? What are the benefits of dreaming? I love the phrase, before a dream can come true, we have to first wake up. And by that, I mean here, we've got to just take some steps. Take some action every day. If it's that you aren't doing something because you're not sure how, then let the steps be solving that how. If it's, I'd like to be a writer, but I'm not very good at writing, then sign up for a free writing course, or even better, do further studies, invest in it. Or if it's, I'd like to set up a business, but I don't know how to sort a website and I can't afford a web designer, get on YouTube and learn how to do a Squarespace or something like that website. Ask for help, seek help. Yes, I follow all sorts of Facebook groups, business groups and things like that. And yesterday, a young woman put a post up. It was in a business group actually, but she put a very personal post up all about her own struggles at the moment in her relationship because of terrible past trauma she'd had as a child growing up. And she laid it all on the line. Now that was a risky thing to do, really risky. But she was desperate, and you could read that in her whole post. The terrible things she'd witnessed as a child, how it was affecting her trust in her relationship and her neediness, etc. She laid it on the line, but oh my God, did she get a lot of support. It brought the best out in people. There was no meanness, no spite. It was loads and loads of support and respect, actually. She got a lot of respect for doing that and laying herself out there and risking. And I imagine it was an enormous help to her. So she actually asked for help. She stopped struggling by herself. She appealed to others. She was honest, poured her heart out, and she got loads and loads of support and suggestions and all sorts of things. It was brave. It was risky, but it paid off. So if it's emotional, then seek help. Seek a coach, seek a counsellor or therapist. If it's practical, then overcome it by learning those skills. There are so many free courses available at the moment, or invest some money in yourself, because that gives yourself the acknowledgement that you are making changes, you are pushing yourself forward, you're sorting this out. If you've invested in yourself, it shows much more commitment to yourself and to that goal. So sign up for some teaching somehow on a course of whatever that subject is. YouTube is a wealth of information. If it's something you're not sure about, learn it via YouTube. There's nearly always someone out there that's many people out there that have posted things, how to X, Y, and Z. So if it's you're not sure how, then take those steps and find out how. Solve that and stop letting that keep you stuck in the mud. If it's just lack of momentum, then use the 5-second rule. Very, very good rule. This is, I've forgotten who invented this, but it's out there on YouTube. Just Google the 5-second rule. The woman who came up with this is on loads of TED Talks talking about it. She has a book about it, etc. But to simplify it for you, it's literally just count backwards from 5. The backwards part re-scrambles your brain and stops all the overthinking. And when you finish counting back from 5, you just do it. You just pick that phone up and make that call and ask for the business, or ask to apply, or get the information you need, or book it, or whatever it is. Pick the phone up and do it. Or just send that email on 5, or just sign up for that course, or whatever it is, or jump in the car and just get out there and go and do it. Whatever it is. Stop the overthinking. So I guess the key message today is, what is stopping you? Is it your mindset, or is it not taking action? And the action taking will solve the mindset. So do the two things. Yes, address the mindset. Stop the overthinking. Stop the procrastination. Stop thinking about the past failures. Stop thinking about the obstacles that are in your way. This chronic overthinking has got to stop. And the only way you're ever going to stop chronic overthinking and overanalyzing is by doing. The more you do, the less you're going to overthink it. Believe and know that there's never a perfect time, ever. Some phenomenally successful household names businesses were set up in recessions. So now could be your time. Don't think there's no point applying for jobs. There are no jobs out there. Everybody's being made redundant. That is a false belief. The two groups of clients that I seem to be predominantly working with at the moment. The first are teenagers that are being booked for coaching with me via their parents, predominantly because of anxiety. Mostly anxiety around exams that they're all going through, or mocks at the moment. And anxiety, low self-confidence, stress, all of that, all around exams, performance, and mindset. So I'm working with the teenagers on that very commonly at the moment. The second group, though, that I'm working with, second biggest client group at the moment, are people coming to me for coaching for interview preparation, because they've all got interviews booked. They've got interviews looming and they want to work hard on getting ready for that. They want to do well in the interview. And so they're not only taking action and applying for jobs, they're taking further action by asking for some career coaching and confidence coaching and interview preparation, so that they are increasing their chances of getting that job over and above the rest of the competition. They acknowledge there are more applicants out there, and they're acknowledging to themselves that the competition is going to be very stiff. So they are doing something about it in order to make sure they are the one that's successful in that interview. So they're not giving in to all the media hype and the belief out there that there's either no work, or if there is work, I'll never get it anyway because there's so many applicants. They're false beliefs. That then is endorsing what I'm saying about the overthinking, and therefore getting in your way and your own way, and therefore keeping you stuck. And therefore, full circle, not taking action. So forget the overthinking, forget that mindset, just take some steps, whatever they are. Every day, take some steps. So if it's that you need to lose weight and you're worried about your weight for health reasons, especially with COVID, then just get some help. Sign up for some kind of weight loss group and get support from others. Sign up to a certain approach. Just do it. Don't overthink it. If you want to get fit, because again, for health reasons, and you know that it's important, and you know you'll feel better, and you know you feel a sense of achievement, and your stress will reduce, and your sleep will improve, everything will improve, your body image will improve, your confidence will increase, etc. You know all of that, and yet you're not doing it. That's because what's needed is you need to just take those steps. Just get out there and start. Put the trainers on, or the shoes, or the walking shoes, or get the bike out, pump the tyres up, whatever. It's just do it. That phrase is so simple, but so effective. That's all you've got to say in your head is just do it. Just do it. Stop the thinking. Just do it. Don't find any more excuses. Just do it. Don't say it's raining, so put a coat on and just do it. Don't say you haven't got the right gear, you haven't got the right trainers, you haven't got the right snazzy bike or whatever it is. No, just find a way around it. You haven't got weights, so you've got stuff in the cupboards. Use bottled water or bottles of something as weights, or tins or cans or items in the house, whatever it is. You've got stairs, many of us. We can do up and down the stairs. You can do all sorts of things, sit-ups, press-ups, lunges. There's loads of stuff free on YouTube, classes, HIIT classes. We're allowed in lockdown at the moment to get out to exercise with one other person. So get a soulmate in that way and book commitments for certain days of the week and stick to those commitments. So whatever your thing is that's been bugging you, you need to learn this or that, or do this or do that, or reduce this or increase that or whatever, stop thinking about it. At the time of recording this, it's a Monday morning. I'm about to launch this. If you listen in real time, don't even think, I'll do it. Yep, that's great. I feel motivated now. So tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, today. Do it today. Even if you're listening to this in the evening, go and do 20 minutes of something, 20 minutes research, or 20 minutes looking through YouTube or job interviews, or how to set up a website or whatever. Do 20 minutes of whatever your thing is. Take some steps about it today. Make a phone call, book it in, book with somebody or whatever. I don't know what your personal thing is, but I know we've all got them. And I know that the only way you're ever going to do them is by doing them. So no more thinking, action. So literally it's one of those, what are those boards called when they're filming? We've got to just lights, action. So if you're listening to this now, stop listening to this now. I would even say that. Stop listening to this podcast and just take some steps. Just right now, without thinking. 5-second rules. On 5, go and do it. So good luck, everybody. Drop me an email. Share your successes with me. And just go and do it. And enjoy it. And feel proud. Well done to you.